Thanks for clicking on the thumbnail. We are the people in the thumbnail, and our marriage will get unboxed. Now I know that 50% of you who clicked on the thumbnail won't even get to this point, but hopefully they liked being thanked for clicking on the thumbnail, which is such an easy thing to do. Another easy thing to do is to just like the video, but let's not get sidetracked. Now, the only reason that some of you are still watching is to find out what I mean by unboxing. Right after this 10-second promo for my own channel, we'll get to what I am really talking about. And while you listen to this ad, I'll show you another unboxing video so I can have you at your peak listening abilities. Welcome to Get Married, Stay Married, the channel devoted to talking about how to stay devoted to your spouse with tips, tricks, some rants, and hopefully unboxing videos like this in the future with other couples, and a little bit of humor along the way. Today we're going to be unboxing our marriage. As other unboxings, hopefully we'll get a few more people to add their experiences. We'll start off with a rapid fire to get the ball rolling. And I've written out the questions this time, and hopefully we can get some comments to write out questions for the next time. The goal of this is to hopefully unbox a few tips and tricks that we've learned from our marriage and have fun in the process. So without further ado, like begging for subscribers, though 100 would be nice, or asking you to gently caress that like button to make it blue, I invite you to get to know us a little bit more.
Oh, why is this question in here?
You're supposed to read all the questions.
Jeremy.
Read all the questions. All right, here is the box that I've written out the questions on. Ba-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Even has hearts on it.
Yeah, there you go.
And Sarah's gonna be opening the question, and we're just gonna go from there.
All right, question number one.
No, the rapid fire one first.
Oh boy. What are your names?
Jeremy and Sarah.
Oh, that was easy.
Fast.
When were you married?
January 4th, 2013.
Woo. How many years?
Almost 8. I don't know when this will be.
Almost 8 years.
Almost 8 years.
Who said I love you first?
Me.
He did. Describe your spouse in one word.
I said tenacious.
Ah, that's true. I'll say funny.
Oh, that's good. That's not the only one I really care about, so.
And do you still love each other?
Yes.
I hope so, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Here comes another question. What are some pet peeves you have of one another? Ooh, starting off with the juicy ones, eh?
Getting up, I always have to get her something. If I get up, I was gonna do my own thing, and all of a sudden this gives her license to get me to do whatever the heck she wants. It's ridiculous.
While you're up, can you do these 4 other things for me?
Yeah, and plus, most of the time I forget what I got up for. So it's really annoying.
That's fair. What's my pet peeve of you? Probably long bathroom breaks.
Yeah, the one thing I can't change, thanks.
I don't know what else. I didn't think about this before. Like, not even just when it needs to be long. It's just whenever Jeremy goes to the bathroom, you never know how long it's gonna be.
Long.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Well, sometimes you just sit on there on your phone for a long time. What is your spouse's love language?
Acts of service for her when I do stuff. Like we've mentioned in prior videos, doing the dishes has a profound effect on our relationship.
Yes, that's true. Jeremy's is definitely physical touch, aka snuggles. I can pretty much solve any problem for you. And words of affirmation. I think Jeremy really likes that too. Biggest marriage myth you believed before getting married? I think for me it was that we would always be just so happy to do things for one another. Turns out that's not true at all.
That's pretty funny. The amount of sex, probably that's it. That's probably the one.
What did you believe, more or less? Maybe we shouldn't ask that question.
All
right.
More.
Oh, okay.
Those babies really slow things down.
That's true. What do you think is your spouse's greatest quality? I think for you, it's teachability. It sounds like
wow.
I really try to change you a lot, but I don't. But you're willing to change when it needs to change.
I feel like saying controlling just to be the flip side of that.
I say that without sounding like a controlling person, but you're very teachable. And not just by me, like in general, actually, in life.
Yep, that's fair. I would say for you is empathy and being able to just relate to other people and to have that compassion for other people that
That's nice.
I'm not so able to do.
That's true.
So I definitely admire that.
Thanks. What is the best part about marriage? Well, we already did a whole video on this.
I know, that's where we're gonna go click this thing up here. You'll find out, just click up there.
There you go. What has strengthened your marriage the most? I think trials. I think going through challenges together and being a team, and getting through those hard situations and still liking each other at the end of it.
Yeah. Definitely going through infertility for 2.5 years would either break you up or make you stronger. So I definitely, in our case, made us stronger, and going through something together was challenging, but being able to talk through it, and it was interesting seeing how other couples going through fertility had this counselor come in and ask, how are you guys doing? And the questions were all leading towards you guys are on the brink and you're hoping that this baby and this infertility issue can get you back together. And for us it was a good check to see hey, we're actually doing great, even though there's this kind of underlying hard thing to do.
What's the most difficult thing about marriage?
Listening to your wife.
Yeah, I would say communication. Definitely, it's a challenge, and our communication styles are so different. And when I ask questions, you think I'm attacking you, and when you ask me questions, well, you just don't. Typically.
That primarily. But if I'm asking a question, I really just want you to tell me that I'm right.
Right, and you are more like
that was perfect. You said right after I said what I was saying.
Yes.
Like that.
Learned something. That's good. We've grown a lot in that area. What was your biggest fight and who started it? I can remember one big fight that was really early on in marriage. And it was, we had lost one of the sets of keys to our car. And Jeremy was sure that I had lost them. And I had gone shopping. I had gone to 4 or 5 stores one day, and he was like, I'm sure you had them in your pocket and you just dropped them somewhere. So I literally called all of these stores. I went on this big hunt to go find these keys. And then what happened, it was a couple weeks later that we were cooking together, and you pulled your apron out of the closet and there were the keys in your apron pocket.
Why would you
your
put them in
apron?
there?
Why would I put them in there? Yeah. Great question. Anyway, that's one that always stuck in my mind.
That's fair. I straight up can't remember any of them. I have a very short attention span, so unless we got into a fight today or yesterday, I probably wouldn't remember.
That's true, and even if we did, I don't remember. That's a good point. I just remember that one because it's fun.
That one is funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Also, you started it, so.
That's fine.
Cha-ching. When did you know you should get married?
Our first date. Yeah, I said that I wouldn't break up with her, and then that sounded like a crazy person would say that, which I am. So I said, no, you can break up with me anytime you like. So that kind of set the stage for I was going for marriage, and she was either along for the ride or she was going to jump off at some point.
Yeah. I think for me it was maybe a month in. Didn't take long. It was pretty quick.
Didn't look into my eyes and know.
And
It wasn't when I pegged you with that
check mark the
snowball.
date.
When I pegged you in the face with the snowball.
It's hard to ask these memory questions when my brain is so fried from having twins. I mean, it was almost 8 months ago, and yet I still don't remember anything about anything. So
That is fair.
there we go. Next question. What are your best date moments?
For me, I always like going out to a restaurant, which ironically we can't do this year for our anniversary, which is coming up.
Shucks.
But the last time we went out, we went to the keg, and it was just a really nice experience to sit down and just have nothing to do other than to talk and just see where each other is at. And I ended up writing even more questions for that date as my date idea. I wrote 25 questions to talk through, I think we got through. Well, the first one made Sarah cry, so that was
Start to the
that
date.
was unintended. But yeah, just made it for a good time to just focus on trying to ask questions versus just regurgitate what had happened that day, or just talk about the kids for the entire time. So I really enjoy those dates, especially.
Yeah, definitely the ones where you can just talk a lot. That's good. On the other side of more like, what exciting things have we done? Well, we were in Hawaii last September, and we were with Jeremy's parents, and they sent us on a date to go on a helicopter ride, which was pretty incredible. And there was no doors, so pretty much I felt like I was gonna fall out the whole time. So I was clinging to Jeremy.
Yeah,
pretty tight.
she was so afraid. It's like, so buckled in, like this strapped, and like.
No, you
it's
weren't
not
so
that
buckled
windy.
in. It was like a car seatbelt. It was not even like shoulder straps.
We were over the ocean for the most time. If you would have jumped out, you'd have been fine.
I would have died. I didn't though. Oh, why is this question in here?
You're supposed to read all the questions.
Jeremy.
Read all the questions.
Alright. When is the last time you had sex?
Yesterday.
It's a really weird question. Don't put that in there.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
Hey,
awkward.
if you said a month ago, I would have some concerns about your marriage.
How old
It's
are
a
babies?
valid
8 months.
marriage
Plus 9
question.
months.
I guess a couple weeks. Yeah, I guess there is that interlude after you have a baby. There's what, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
So okay, that's the only time you should go 6 weeks without having sex, unless you're, I guess, away from each other. There's some caveats, okay? Mostly don't do it. Anyways, moving on.
But do it.
Do it, but not that.
That was it. That was all the questions. Empty.
Great.
So there you have it. Unboxing marriage. That was very bad. So there you have it. That is Jeremy and Sarah unboxing our marriage. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you later.
Thought this would be faster. I think it might be
It's gonna
slower.
a long evening.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.